Hey everybody, this is Frankie Day from Frankie Day Models. Okay, this is video one for another build I got started. I'm building a merchant fleet right now, guys. I'm so much into the merchant navy right now. I forget what I'll be doing next. But so far, I'm tanker heaven right now. I'm working on two or three tankers at a time. Right now, this is my newest one I'm building. I got the plans behind me. This is the Bluejacket kit, the T2 type oiler. Uh, the T2 Turbo Electric Type 2 SCA1 single screw oiler was used, came probably pretty much at the beginning of the war. The T3s, like the SO Trenton I'm working on, that came out back in 1939. That was built by Kearney Shipyards in Kearney, New Jersey. And they were actually the first modern day high speed tankers that the Navy took real quick because they're starting to develop underway replenishment duties, and they had to have oil tankers that could be able to catch up with the fleet. And see, like to me, these T3 tankers could fill the bill, and the same thing with these T2s. Okay, then I'll say in a couple of days, I got this hull all shaped up. and do some filling, spotting here and there on it. I got deck houses, so I got decks got to put on it. The blue area is about the water line. How the water line is going to be on this thing. I had this kit. I got about three or four of these in stock in my stock right now. I bought this probably back in 1984. So this is a 1984 kit. The T2 turbo electric tanker. She was actually 25 feet smaller than the T3s, and she had a single screw. The name of this vessel is the Mission Buenaventura. A lot of these T2 tankers went under the name of the Mission series because they were named after a set of Indian rivers, like most oilers were. Uh, they were still the mission tankers that they used, named after famous missions in different cities and states and stuff, you know. And so you got Mission San Diego, Mission Buenaventura, Mission San Rafael, Mission Raleigh, and all it's named after these old missions. And these actually were civilian manned and civilian owned during the war, and the Navy had that need tankers to be able to provide for their fleet, and it didn't have enough tankers. A lot of T3s were used out, and they were actually didn't build very many of them. And they built a lot of these T2 tankers. You have the Mission Capistrano, the Mission de Buenaventura. So this is the Buenaventura T2 type freighter, that tanker. This is a good kit. A lot of sawdust. I had to do a lot of sanding here, a lot of carving and stuff. These Bluejacket kits, they like all solid hull kits, they give you a hull, but it needs work. I mean, and it takes a lot. You got to follow your plans and everything. Like I got a hold of Mr. Nick Demuck. That's his name, and he owns Bluejacket Ship Crafters. And I asked him, I ordered some extra railings for this thing, and he asked me what I was building. I was building a T2 tanker, and he goes, "Oh, good, we got." And he goes, "That's really that's a good kit." And I guess yes, it's be my second rodeo. I got about three or four of those in my stock. I built one about 50 years ago. I still got that, and now I got the newest one. Now you guys just released, and I need a mix of stanchions, railing stanchions. I ordered from SO Trenton over there, and because that's an old Boucher kit, and they kind of shorted me out a bunch of stanchions, so I ordered more stanchions from them, and they told me, he was discussing about. It says, well, our sales is going down a lot. A lot of people are buying a lot of our models off eBay, to our valued customers who we sold them to, and they seem to sell them on eBay. I said, I'll tell you what it is, Mr. Demuck. I says, because people have never built one of these models before. They don't know the complexity involved, which is true. I'll give you a good example right now, like I explained to the man. Most people nowadays, and this generation and this event of time, people are more or less interested in, they see something in that box completed, and they think in their minds, inside that box, that model, that picture's in there. I may have to assemble a couple pieces, but it's all there. It's gonna be just like that. They think it's these things are like these. These are designed to assemble, not to be built, but to assemble. Stuff like this are designed to be built, then you assemble them after they're built. And I told them the problem is a lot of people buy your product. You're not alone. I tell them there's other companies out there like Billings and other companies out there. They buy models off you and they sell them on eBay because they've never built them before. For example, like I was going to show you a couple minutes ago. You got a guy who buys something like this. He in his mind he thinks, oh wow, this thing here, there's a couple pieces ready to go. I can put my manual. I could build this thing easy, but it's not so easy. Once they open it up, they go, what the hell's this? You get an empty hull right here that needs to be carved. You got to carve down the bulwarks. You got to carve all the nooks from how they duplicated the machine right there. That's got to be all trimmed out. And you got to follow your plans, make sure your plans are due. You can lay your hull up against the plans and know what's right on there. See, these things are designed to be built. And once it's built, you got to assemble it. A lot of people don't have the skill to do that. That's what they do. They box it up, they stick it in a corner somewhere or in a closet, and they got a wife at the house is very like my wife used to be, clean, 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 always dusting, doing this and doing that. And women get a little bitchy once in a while. They go up there, Harold, come here, goddamn it. And Harold walks over and goes, yeah. This is, what are you gonna do with this? This was sit in the closet for 15 years. You have done nothing on it. I get tired of seeing it up there. I got stuff I like to put up there too. Are you going to build this thing or what? I'll think about selling it. Well, go ahead and sell it. Put it on eBay. People buy stuff all the time. Yeah, it's a good idea. And the guy sells it. People like me buy it. And you save a lot of money too. But I'm mostly going to eBay just by fittings. I got a lot of these things I got from my father. And so anyway, this is my new build of my tanker series. I'll be on the Chevron probably. I'll be working at probably tonight. I got to do some sanding on there. I spotted some putty on there. So, and it's going to be all primed, sand down and primed. And I'll be working on my SO Trent and get that thing going too. And yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing too I saw on my mind about tankers. This is an introduction I showed you a dozen times on here on the tube here, fellas. This is my Texaco by Winmac, my SO Trenton that my father got me when I was about 16 years old. And to me, it was a toy back then. I didn't really have much interest in it until now. But anyway, on eBay, I was messing on eBay. A lot of people are getting these now. I guess they're buying them off eBay. I haven't been on eBay to see these yet. Like I see how much they're asking for them. But my dad paid about $3 or $4 for this, plus $8 for the gas. Now, what I'm getting at, anybody that's got one of these in their domain, I mean, don't be bashful. Take out the water and float it. It goes very well. But the good thing about it is I just now discovered on eBay, there's got a guy right there. I forget his name. And he refurbishes these things, and he makes parts like propellers, stuff like extra propellers. The first thing that breaks on these things is propellers. And I know why they break them. Is because of this. They get in the rocks or somewhere. This thing has no skeg on the screw right there. No skeg. Should have a skeg across here like this. But that pop is spinning by itself. It hits a rock and breaks a blade. So there's blade. What I'm trying to say is, fellas, anybody's got one of these in their domain is missing parts. You'll get parts now. They make parts for these things. The guy makes all the king posts, makes stacks, screws, drive shafts, motors, new motor mounts. I mean, these things, you got full grown men like me. of playing with these things. You know, they're fun. It goes out in the water. Just like I had a video of it. I had the rudder set perfectly, and with a little bit of wind, I've always had my rudder set against the wind, and as wind blows, it can always blow back to you as it makes a circle. So you always sail with the wind. But there's parts of that now you can get. So this is my Missions Buenaventura T2 SEA1 type oil tanker. The T2s came out around late 1942 and the 43, and they needed a replacement for the aging T3s they had. And so Kaiser Shipyard, they came out with they're doing so well, the Liberty ships. Then they start making these oilers now. They started making a bunch of oilers, and they're a very pretty ship. This is going to be all gray, and I probably have the steamship companies funneling like Esso, Pennzoil, Sunoco, Texaco, Matson, United States Lines. They all still blew the civilian oil oil the companies who they sell for the steamship lines. The mission was Saint Buenaventura. These oilers here were more or less they were civilian owned and civilian manned, and they replenished United States Navy ships. The Navy bought a few of them for themselves and named them Indian names like the Kennebec, the Minnesota, the Sabine, Severn, and the Tulare, and all these old Indian rivers. And most of them were in the mission series, where actually the civilians named them as missions. Like this one here is the Mission Buenaventura. Reason why I named the mission Buenaventura because I'm from Ventura, California. And I've been to that mission a dozen times. Right at the foothills of Seaward in Ventura, California. You can see a nice mission out there with a couple of padres out there in statues. So that's where the ship was named over. It was built in Sausalito, California. They had a shipyard out there. They built mostly tankers. So this is a very beautiful ship, a Bluejacket. They run about $400 if you buy it from Nick Muck. But keep an eye out on eBay. You'll find these floating around eBay. You'll find them for a couple $100. I've seen a couple of Liberty ships asking $400 straight from Bluejacket ship crafters. $99. I paid $100 one time for a brand new Jeremiah O'Brien Liberty ship by Bluejackets, a 1/16 scale, same scale this is. $100 at a garage sale. I think I made a video of that. I mean, these things are cheaper as hell you find on eBay. But reason I was having a conversation with Mr. DeMuck. He goes, kind of gets them mad a little bit. They pay so little. I said, well, you got your money for what you wanted to ask for, what he does with his business. But yeah, but a lot of people go there and buying their stuff coming to me. Well, that's the way it goes. That's how marketing operates. But that's how they end up in eBay, guys. You got people like that don't have the skill to build something like this or the time. And they go, screw it. I'll just go ahead and put it on eBay. I'll get some of my money back. And they do. Okay, I'm out of here. Just a little fast video of what's going on. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I got going for you. Okay, I'm going to try to get a live action going on this thing tonight. I got to play music tonight. I got to show about 50 minutes. I got to get cleaned up and put my cowboy suit on and head off down there and play some music tonight. And come back and work my tanker and could probably get a couple live action jobs on that. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm out of here, guys. Make mama happy, take care of little ones, stay focused when you drive, spend wisely, be aware of your surroundings, say your prayers, take care of yourself. Thank you very much, my old new subscribers, for your wonderful views and candor and comments. I'm very deeply honored each one of you. I love you fellas. You guys take care. We'll see you guys on the next video. So stay posted for that. This is Frankie Day signing off, Frankie Day Models. We'll catch you guys on the next video.